Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today let's take a SQL interview question that looks simple but actually tests several important SQL concepts like joins, self-join, conditional logic and agree. We have two tables here, people and relations. The people table contains information about the individual like their ID, name, and gender, whereas the relationship table represents the relationship between the child and their parents here. C underscore ID is nothing but it's a child ID and P underscore ID is nothing but parent ID. So each child has two parents, one father and one mother, as shown here. So before even we start with the queries, we need to understand the relationship, how it works. Basically, if you notice in the data here, for the child ID 145 in the relationship table, we have two rows like 201 and 107. And the 201 is Baxton as a male. So for the child 145, Baxton is a mother and father is 107. That is days. So that's the reason in the expected output you would get like Habeco child and father is Baxton and mother is days. So this is how we need to get the results. So our goal here is to generate exactly this kind of output for every child. So here I have loaded the test data here to execute that query and validate it. So I'll provide this queries in my GitHub link in the description. So for now, if you see this, the first table people have really, 9 records. So for each child, there are two parents, father and mother. So probably we need to get three results as shown. So let's start with a basic query like do select. For now, I'll basically child name, parent and mother's name. I'll come back to this entry values. So from the first table would be like pick it up. We need to use a join operator from the people and relationship both the tables. So I'll go with the and give alias as with the relation as this people this alias C represents, so that's it as C. Okay, so the joining columns would be like from the people table we have ID column, so we can use this one C dot ID, and from the relations table we have the both CID and PID. For so since it's a child for first we are taking, so we can consider R dot child ID. Okay, so this is the first we started with the child, then we join the relationship table using the child ID, and this is the condition which we join. In the simple terms, we say that we are asking that for this child, which parent ID is associated. This one gives us the what is that child's name. Next, we need a uh, parent names as well. So for that, we do one more self join kind of thing. Do directly the same table people as a parent. And on these conditions, we have the relationship anyway we have on the use the same relationship dot PID. This is a parent ID P dot. So we have both uh, same table we're using as alias. One is for child, other one for parent because in the output we need both parent names. So in these names, so now let's select the first we have the child name. This will be the name of, and next we need father's name. So here we can use the case statement. Case when P dot based on the filter we have this what is it gender here P dot gender F, then we need the name of the fathers as father. So similarly we do filter for the mother's name. P dot gender is we get the name for mother as. So if you run this query, let's see what would be the result. Okay, we got here two different null records for the same child, but this is not what I expected the results. I need in the single record I need both father and mother to be displayed. So what we can do, we can use a max. So it's a conditional aggregation with the max. It collapses this row into a single rows for each child. So we can use like max. So finally we need to use a group by child name because we have used the aggregate functions and the column is name is to avoid the error. So just to show you, I'll be running this to so that here people dot name, it says that the people dot name is invalid because it's not contained in aggregate functions or group by clause. So that's the reason I'll be adding a group by for the name group by. So this is what we got here. Okay, we have name, father and mother columns. So all these are displayed as expected in. And here the interviewer may ask you like why did you use the join twice for the people here? And you can say that because the same people table represents two different entities in this problem, like the child and the parent. So I used alias to treat them separate logical roles. And the second question you may ask is why you have used max here. Since max is being used in for the conditional aggregation, the case expression produces a value of either a father and a mother and a null for the other values. So max collapses these rows into a single row per child. So that's the reason I use these two. So I'll provide this entire query in my GitHub link. Please find it in the description and do subscribe. We'll catch up in the next interview question. Until then, take care. Bye bye.